Hello everyone, our focus for this video is to convert Cartesian equation to polar equations, right? But before we get right into the examples, there's just a special triangle that I want you to remember, which I call, it's a right angle triangle, right? And I call it the X, Y, R triangle, where this angle here, opposite to Y, is theta. Right? Now, from this right angle triangle, we can generate a lot of relationships with X, Y, R, and theta. Note that polar, anything that has to do with polar coordinates, polar equation, has to do with R and theta. Anything that has to do with rectangular or Cartesian equation has to do with X and Y. Now, one relationship that we can generate is to apply Pythagoras theorem to this right angle triangle. And one thing that we would note that if R is the hypotenuse, then R squared is equal to X squared plus Y squared. That's one relationship. About theta here, if we say take the sine of theta, then this is equal to the opposite, which is y over the hypotenuse, which is r. So this is just y over r. We also could say that this implies that y is equal to r sine of theta. Right? And if we take the cos of theta here, we know that cos of theta is equal to x over r. So that's just x over r. Which implies that x is equal to r cos theta. Right? And there are more relationships that we can generate. But I'm just going to focus on these ones for now. Right? Because these will become useful in solving these examples. So the first example that we are going to look on is A, and they give us the equation x squared plus y squared is equal to 4. They want us to convert this equation to polar equation, right? What do we know? We know x squared plus y squared. X squared plus y squared is just r squared. So what we want to do is to eliminate x and y. So we can replace this x squared plus y squared with just r squared. So this is just r squared equal 4. If we take the square root of both sides, which is take the square root of this side and take the square root of this side, these square roots cancel the square, so r is equal to 2. And that is how you convert a Cartesian equation to polar equation. So x squared plus y squared equal 4 in polar equation is just r equal 2. Pretty easy, right? Now let's look at the second one, which is part B. So now we have x squared plus y squared equal 4y. Now we know that anything with x and y, that has to do with Cartesian, and we need a polar equation, which means that our aim is to get rid of the x and the y's. So again, you can see that x squared plus y squared, that's just r squared. So we can replace this side to be r squared is equal to 4y. But what is y here? You can note that y is just equal to r sine theta. So we can replace this y with just r sine theta. So r squared is equal to 4 times r sine theta. Right? Now, this is just the same thing as r squared equal 4r sine theta. Note here, there's a r squared here and there's a r here. So it means that we can divide both sides by r. So r cancel out r, and 1r here, take out the power there, leave it back with just 1r. So on this side, all we left back with is r is equal to 4 sine of theta. And that is how you would convert this Cartesian equation to polar equation. So x squared plus y squared equal 4y as a Cartesian equation is equal to r equal 4 sine theta in polar equation. Alright? So let's look at part C. And we're moving smoothly, right? So part C, we're given the equation y equal 4x plus 3. Now, what is y? We can note that y here, y is just equal to r sine of theta. That's what we know. But what is x? X here is just equal to r cos of theta. So since we know that y is equal to r sine theta and x is equal to r cos theta, we can replace them in this equation. So instead of writing back y, what we are going to write is what y equal to, which is just r sine theta. So replace this y. So let me write it back here first. So this is the original thing, which is y equal 4x plus 3. So we're going to replace y with the value of y, which is just r sine theta. So it's going to be r sine theta is equal to 4 times x. Well, what is x? X is r cos theta. So that is r cos theta plus 3, right? And then what we're going to do is to try to simplify this. So here, what we're going to have is r sine theta equal to 4r cos theta plus 3. Now note here we have a r in this function and we have a r here, so we can group these two terms with r on one side of the equation. So we are going to subtract 4r cos theta from both sides. So on this side we would have r sine theta minus 4r cos theta is equal to those 3, right? So here we have r common to both terms. We can factor out r. So r, factor out r of the first term, we have sine theta left. Factor out r out of the second term, we have 4 cos theta is equal to 3. Now we can just divide both sides by sine theta minus 4 sine theta. So on this side we left back with r is equal to 3 all over sine theta minus 4 cos theta, right? And that is how you convert this Cartesian equation to polar equation. So now to our final question, which is x plus 4 all squared plus y minus 2 all squared equal 60. Now remember that we want to convert this Cartesian equation to polar equation, and the aim is to just get rid of the x and the y's. Alright? So what we can do is to expand this bracket. So if you expand this bracket, this is going to be x squared. Square the first term. Then you have positive 4 times x. That gives you positive 4x plus another 4x. That's just positive 8x. Square the last term, which is 4. 4 times 4, that's just positive 16. Plus, square the first term, y times y, that's y squared. Minus 2 times y, that gives you minus 2y, plus another minus 2y, that's going to give us minus 4y. Square the last term, which is minus 2. Minus 2 times minus 2, that's just plus 4. Equal to 60. What can we do here? We can group the like terms, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to group the terms with the x squares beside each other. So I'm going to write x squared plus y squared. Then I'm going to write this 8x, which is plus 8x. Then this minus 4y, alright? Plus 16 plus 4, that's just 20, which is equal to 60. Alright? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to subtract 20 from both sides. So if I subtract 20 from this side, what I left back with, which is just x squared plus y squared plus 8x minus 4y is equal to 16 minus 20, which is just minus 4. Because you have to subtract 20 from both sides, right? Now, all you need to do is to just get rid of the x and the y. What is x squared plus y squared? X squared plus y squared is just equal to r squared. So, all of this part here, that's just r squared plus 8 times x. But what is x? X is just r cos theta. So that's just r cos of theta. Minus 4 times y. But what is y? R sine theta. So this is just r sine of theta, which is equal to minus 4. Clear there? And that's it. That's this equation in polar equation. This is it. But you can try to simplify this a little bit. Now we have r here, we have r in this term, and we have r in this term, which means that we can factor out a r. So if we factor out a r, factor out r out of r squared, that leaves us with r, plus factor out r out of the second term, that leaves us with 8 cos of theta, minus factor out r out of the third term, that leaves us with minus 4 sine of theta equal to negative 4. Now all you need to do is to just divide both sides by the bracket here, which is r plus 8 cos theta minus 4 sine theta. And your final answer is r is equal to minus 4 all over r plus 8 cos theta minus 4 sine theta. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.